Oh, there's so many yummy vegetarian options out there. You could try like lentil soup, veggie burgers, tofu stir fry. The possibilities are endless. Hello to all viewers of my channel. That quote right there, it gets to the very heart of a huge misunderstanding we all have. We're always chasing this thing called happiness, like it's some destination we're supposed to arrive at. But what if our brains aren't even built for that? What if their main job is something way more primal? And there it is. This is the single most important idea we have to wrap our heads around. The brain sitting in your skull right now has been shaped by millions of years of evolution for one main reason: to keep you alive. That amazing feeling we call happiness, it's not the end goal. Nope. It's just one of the many tools in the survival toolkit. So, to really understand why we have these emotional ups and downs, we've got to get to know the ancient, instinct-driven mammal brain that's still pretty much running the show. All right, let's meet the 4 key chemicals in this survival kit. We like to call them happy hormones, but a better name would probably be survival hormones, because each one is designed to get us to do something specific to keep us going. First on the list is dopamine. You can think of it as the go-getter. Now, this isn't the pleasure you get from having something. Oh no, it's the excitement of the chase. It's that rush of motivation when you see the finish line or figure out the answer to a tough problem. It's your brain screaming, go get that thing, it's good for us. Next up, we've got endorphin, which is basically the natural painkiller. Its job is really simple. It hides pain for a little while so you can get yourself out of a dangerous situation. Like an injured animal that somehow finds the strength to escape. That's endorphin, giving it a short burst of euphoria to make survival possible. It wasn't designed for fun. It was designed for emergencies. Then there's oxytocin, the connector. This is the chemical that gives us those warm, fuzzy feelings of trust and safety when we're with our people. See, for a mammal, being alone is incredibly dangerous. There's safety in numbers, and oxytocin is like the neurochemical superglue that holds the tribe together. And last but not least, serotonin, the status seeker. This is that quiet, calm feeling of pride you get when you feel respected by others. In the animal kingdom, and for our ancestors, being important in the group meant you got first dibs on food and mates. That's a huge win for survival. Okay, so check this out. When you see it all laid out like this, it just clicks, doesn't it? Every single good feeling we have is tied directly to a specific survival job. Dopamine makes us hunt for rewards. Endorphins help us play through the pain. Oxytocin gets us to build safe communities. And serotonin pushes us to earn respect so we can thrive. But, and this is a really big but, here's the catch. These chemicals aren't supposed to be on all the time. They're designed to be released in short bursts to reward an action, and then they go away. And that dip, that's part of the design too. It's what makes you get up and do it all over again. Which leads us to a really, really important question. If these chemicals are so great, why do they sometimes lead us right into a trap? Well, the answer is in that dip. When the good feeling fades, your brain has only one mission: get it back, and get it back now. So it tells you to do whatever worked last time, even if it's not so good for you in the long run. And this lays it out perfectly. It all starts with a little stress, that antsy feeling that you need to do something. Your brain remembers, hey, that donut gave us a nice little dopamine hit last time. So you grab it, and for a minute, relief. But here's the thing. Your brain doesn't just feel better, it learns. It paves a little neural road that says, donuts solve stress. The problem, of course, is that the sugar crash and guilt just create more stress later, making that unhealthy loop even stronger. So how in the world do we get out of these traps? Well, this is where it gets really exciting. The amazing news is that our brains are not set in stone. We can actually build new, healthier pathways. We can literally rewire our own brains. I want you to imagine your brain is a dense jungle. Your old habits, the easy automatic ones, they're like giant 6-lane superhighways. The electricity just flows down them without any effort. But building a new, healthy habit, that's like taking a machete and hacking a brand new, tiny little footpath through that thick jungle. It's tough, slow work at the beginning. Yeah, it takes real focus and some serious grit. But here's the cool part. Studies suggest that if you repeat a new behavior every single day, you can turn that little footpath into a brand new superhighway in just 45 days. You are literally changing the physical structure of your brain. How cool is that? And you don't have to do some huge, life-altering thing to start. You can begin carving those new paths Today, with really small, intentional choices that trigger your happy hormones in a much healthier way. It's all about switching from being on autopilot to being the actual pilot. Want a dopamine hit? Instead of scrolling social media, just take a second to celebrate a small win. Need some endorphins? Go for a walk or just have a really good, hard laugh. For oxytocin, focus on being trustworthy with someone. And for serotonin, let yourself feel genuinely proud of something you've accomplished. So you see, the power is really in your hands. Once you get that your brain is just a survival machine running on some really old software, you can stop being a passenger on that emotional roller coaster and start laying down your own tracks. You've got the owner's manual now. So the only real question left is, what new path are you going to start building today? Subscribe to the channel and like, and also suggest your topics for future videos in the comments.